There are battles brewing within the state itself. In the region, in the very south, and the PD region, named after the Native Americans, the PD is the oldest type of barbecue sauce in America, and this is a vinegar-based sauce. Still to this day, people swear by the vinegar. Next, in the western part of South Carolina, you have the tomato or ketchup based. Even amongst these, it's whether you have light tomato or thick tomato. And then in the middle, we have the mustard base. I will be teaching you how to build two great sauces, a vinegar sauce and a mustard based barbecue sauce. I know a tomato based sauce, but I have to keep that one under wraps. So stick with me, and today I'll train you up how to do it right. So first, let's get started with the mustard-based sauce. And the first thing that you need to do is just pour a whole thing of mustard into a pot. Usually this is around 10 ounces. Next, add a teaspoon of garlic powder and then a teaspoon of onion powder. Hopefully you'll be able to use real lemon, but I can only find lemon juice. So just squeeze a little bit of that into your pot. And then what officially is known as a dollop of honey. And then from there, you're going to need to add what's known as liquid smoke. I use hickory. I think that gives the best flavor. And then a few squeezes of ketchup. And from there, smell the aroma. And then add some brown sugar. And then we're going to stir this up. Be sure that you stir this up really well. Get everything mixed together. And then we'll put this on the stove. Now that the barbecue sauce is on the stove, I'm going to add just a little bit more ketchup because I don't like the color of it now. But then this is the secret. This takes it up a notch, as some people like to say, and that is Worcestershire sauce. Just put a few splashes in there. Go from having this on a low simmer to turn it up high, and then start stirring. And now we're gonna just stir this up, and then we're just gonna leave it to boil. When it actually starts bubbling and popping a lot, that's when you know you're done. Now we need to start directly on the stove. Start with a cup of white vinegar. Then we need to add a half cup of apple cider vinegar. From there, we're gonna use the often maligned MSG, but this is great. Then we're going to use some garlic powder. I'm making sure I get the right tool, and this is a half a teaspoon. Put that in there. Then from there, we need to add some oregano. And again, half a teaspoon. Next, we need peppercorns. These are full peppercorns, nothing ground up. And since those are 2 half teaspoons, that makes 1 teaspoon of peppercorns. Then just add a few dashes of white pepper. Again, if you have a real lemon, use that. But I just had my lemon juice, so spray some spritzes of lemon juice. Then again, with our Worcestershire sauce, but this time be extra liberal with it. Just shake it a lot in it. Now from here, we're going to add some brown sugar, a teaspoon of brown sugar, and now we're going to stir this up a little bit. I like to stir in both directions. I don't know if it makes it better, but I think it does. And so now I need to add a little more vinegar, a half cup of white vinegar. Now we need to stir just a little bit more. But we're not done adding things yet. Now the last ingredient is pepper, ground pepper. So you need both peppercorn and ground peppers to get the good effect, and then just let that come to a boil. Now, after you get your sauce to a boil, now let it cool. After it finishes cooling, with the vinegar-based sauce, you have to strain it because there's a lot of solids in there. After you strain it, then you need to pour it into a squeeze bottle. But first, make sure you smell the aroma because that is the good stuff. And be very careful as you pour. You don't want to lose a drop of that sauce. And just do the same thing with the mustard-based sauce. I will use a funnel if you have one. And that's how you do Carolina barbecue sauce.